Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Open. I'm Bob Lee. And our first guest is the author of Food for Life. You need food for life. You need water, too. It's a guide to extraordinary living, a book that takes a unique approach to healing and revitalization. Here to tell us more of a compelling story about the principles detailed in her book is author LaOta Rassoull. LaOta, we welcome you to the show.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here.
You have a wonderful book, and I'm sure it details everything in here that you need for life.
Well, it actually does, starting with gratitude and ending with intimacy, with coconut oil and wheatgrass in between.
Ah, okay. Wheatgrass in between. How important is wheatgrass? I mean, it has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it.
It not only has vitamins and minerals, it also has amino acids, and it has additionally enzymes that help carry out the pollutants that are in your blood and in your liver. In fact, wheatgrass removes addictions that are stored in the liver.
Oh.
And one of the things I talk about in the book is this biotech wheatgrass that's grown aeroponically. It means that it's grown without soil and without water.
Wow.
And it's very interesting, and this way you can utilize the entire plant, including the root system.
Now, how does that work? I mean, you grow without soil and
mist
water.
it
I
8
thought
times
that's
a
one
day.
of the main things that's needed.
It's misted 8 times a day with a light mist, but it's not grown in water like a hydroponic, and it's not grown in dirt, which is regular cultivation.
Yeah.
And these are new cultivating techniques, and it's called biotechnology.
Biotechnology. Does it include gene splicing?
Not in this case, because it's not necessary. The wheatgrass has everything that's needed for human development. In fact, in the some of the Dead Sea Scrolls that were part of what would have been the Bible, it talks about the fact that not only should the food for humans be live food, but that grass is one of the best foods for humans. It's very interesting.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people think that we should just be eating meat. I mean, animals that eat meat, their jaws do not swivel. Their jaws go up and down. Lions, tigers.
It would work very
bears.
well if you ran after it and drug it home. Then it would work much better for you.
But we're the only animal that can swivel and chew up and down.
It actually
So we
has
can
to
eat-
do with blood type as well. If you have O blood, which is the first blood of the first man that walked the planet,
Oh,
then you are, in fact, a hunter-gatherer. So you
Yes.
can eat some flesh. I wouldn't recommend red meat, but you can eat fish. And the perfect meal would be fish and leaves, or a salad and a piece of fish.
fish and leaves.
Right, that would be for
Not
an
the
O
leaves
blood
that
type.
we see off the trees.
Leaves like cilantro, spinach,
Right.
those type of leaves.
There you go.
And then if you have a, do you know your blood type?
You know what? I'm mixing it up, but I'm not going to even mention it.
Well, if you were O, that is the original man's blood. However, there are many blood groups, but we have made a study of AB, A, and O, and B. So if you're B or A, you're the next developed type of blood that happened during the time of cultivation. And during that time when farmers were farming and food was being manipulated, then that blood type does better with bread and things like vegetables.
Yeah. So are you saying that we should eat according to our blood type or eat microbiotically?
I'm saying
Macrobiotic.
Everything is not for everyone. There is not a one-size-fits-all pantyhose food solution. However, these are things that should be considered, and especially with your children. Food combining, blood typing, and the things that are in the Guide to Extraordinary Living, including wheatgrass and seaweeds, are very important. Cereal grasses are especially important, and the new technology really makes it much more palatable. Wheatgrass, for many years, has been something people are very aware of. I actually had a serious illness myself, a very serious illness, life-threatening, that I was able to use wheatgrass to recover from. And it is, when you grow it yourself, you're plagued with mold and a lot of other issues, including the maintenance of just trying to grow something alive. With biotechnology that is harnessed through these products like this bio-coffee, you're able to have the aeroponic solution, so to say, where the wheatgrass is not so horrible tasting and you're not nauseous all the time.
It is a strong tasting. I mean, I get the double cup every now and then.
It is if you get it that way, but this way it's not at all.
So what's the difference between that and this? This is the
Oh,
coffee I got
may
from
I
the
show you?
man outside.
Well, if you drink a little bit, I'll show you a little test, if you don't mind. I can show you some simple applied kinesiology.
Oh, okay.
So you'd
What
have
is
to
kinesiology?
Kinesiology is a well-established method of being able to identify whether the body, once something enters its electromagnetic field, whether the body becomes weak or strong. So you could hold this, or hold your coffee, and I could show you, but you'd have to stand up.
Wait a minute. I'll get an effect from just holding this?
You'll get an effect just from holding it. You have an effect just from sitting next to a person or from sitting next to food. But holding it, once it's inside your immediate energy field, it changes your, it changes what happens with your body. And I can show you how that's
strong.
done. Would you like to see?
Yeah. I just said that. She's going to do some real stuff here.
If you would
But I do feel strong.
If you would lift your arm from shoulder length, and are you strong?
Pretty much.
Okay, do you have a cell phone on you?
Yes.
Would you remove it?
What effect does this have?
I can show you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we can do it with the cell phone and with the wheatgrass. If you'll lift your arm, and this is
I got a bunch of other stuff on
That's
me,
okay.
too.
That's okay. But we're just going to see where you're at with these things without the cell phone. What I'm going to do is touch your arm lightly if you will resist me. I know
Want me to resist?
I know it'll be hard, but resist me.
I can't resist you.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Resist. Okay, you're very strong. Now, if you'll hold your cup of coffee in the other hand, let's try it again. This is the coffee you brought on the way here?
Yes.
Will you resist?
Yes. Wait a minute.
Your coffee has weakened your entire muscle system of your body because this is toxic. So if we remove it away from you, I can put something that's less toxic. You can see how that works. Maybe I could move it away.
Okay, so we got to move that far away?
Just
Don't let any dust get in there, though.
You still want to drink it?
Let's just throw my coffee away. Help me.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to try it with the wheatgrass. Now your feel has dropped, so I'm going to lift your feel before we start. Okay. It drops to the ground. The energies around your body.
Okay.
When you become weak, and they drop. So I'm going to bring them up. You might feel this. All right. So now, if you will hold this, we know that you were in a weakened state. So if you'll lift your arm again, and will you resist?
Yes.
And you're stronger than you were with the coffee. You can drop your arm. Or you could leave it up.
It doesn't want to go down now. Does this work with everything? I mean, throughout the day?
Well, kinesiology is a technique that's taught, and all chiropractors use it, and you can use it for everything to test the food that you're going to eat in the grocery store. I do sometimes do that in the grocery store.
Wow, okay.
But it would be better if I could test you with this.
Briefly.
Okay.
A couple of seconds? Cell phone.
Okay. All right. So now we know you're strong, so
Yes.
if you'll just do it again. You ready?
Yes.
If you're ever in a fight, I would throw it away.
I can't throw my cell phone away.
Okay.
I don't care about the cell phone itself, but the contacts in it.
It's the electromagnetic radiation that in your field
So if I put
of
it
energy.
here, what would you?
It'll be in my field of energy.
So wait a minute. There's certain places you can go and people can't smoke indoors. Are they going to do the same thing with cell phones eventually? You won't be able to use your cell phone in the public. I mean, in public places with other people around. I'm thinking that this is going to take place.
I have a chapter in the book called Hell Phones that talks about what you can do to protect yourself from this. You can buy small stickers that break up the electromagnetic radiation and keep it away from yourself. However, in the book, I discuss how at Volkswagen in Germany, they announced that no one should speak on a cell phone in their cars because they're concerned that there'll be future lawsuits because the amount of radiation that has
We
to
have
come
to
through the
talk.
car.
I think the same way.
It's very interesting.
If you open this, a lot of times this is facing backwards. I put this on my waist like this.
You wear it on your waist?
Yeah, that's bad, right?
What organs are there?
I understand, but I turn it backwards, look, so everything can go back away from me. But it helps a little bit, especially from the cell phones that
If it's
emit
within
it out the
your
other way.
field, it's within your field.
Yeah. All right, so tell us briefly about this book. They're wrapping me, and
All right.
plus I want to eat some of those later.
Okay, well this Food for Life, A Guide to Extraordinary Living, takes you through gratitude, which is extremely important in the first step everyone should have to have an extraordinary life, because it not only are you giving something, but you're receiving something at the same time, and it puts you in touch with the universe and the divine. So automatically your vibration is higher, and you can better assimilate whatever else comes next. Then we talk about sunlight and how to raise your vibration, and what happens with people in sunlight coming through their eyes, and how much sunlight we need on our skin, and then a whole variety of superfoods including quinoa, coconut oil, wheatgrass.
Are you into iridology?
I actually do know a little bit about iridology.
Now let's talk. We have to get it back on the show because we need more time to talk with them. But give us some information on where we can get the book.
This book is available at all of the Food for Life Supreme website, all of the Food for Life Supreme restaurants around the country, all 8, including New York, Newark, the Food for Life Bakery in Connecticut, Atlanta, Georgia, in North Carolina, Mobile, Alabama, and in Dayton, Ohio, at the Food for Life Supreme restaurants. Also, I have a very exciting Facebook page that has free seaweed recipes. I have sensuous, sinless, seaweed, flourless chocolate cake recipe on there, and also some flourless cookie recipes with seaweed that are very interesting. And we're having a lot of fun on Facebook. You can get to Facebook by going to Facebook.com/LaOta of the Sun. LaOtaOFTHESUN. And
LaOta.
LaOta.
LaOta
of the Sun.
Rassoull.
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 Thank you so much. They're wrapping up. We need you. We need to get you back.
Can
I keep this?
Yes.
Can I read it?
Yes.
Can you sign it?
Yes.
All right, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, we'll take you on a journey up into the stars, close into the mountains. And we'll talk to adventurer Osvaldo Orsini. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Osvaldo Orsini is coming up next, right here on Open.